Hi all, and welcome to Night Rips. So as you can see, I've got my Stadium Club decorations still out, so we will be opening some more Stadium Club, in particular the 1991 Series 1, or first series as they called it. In these, you had 12 cards per pack, and these were roughly about a couple bucks a pack. So this was an expensive. Most of the tops before this was less than $1. So this was something new that they did, but they saw the market was changing and they needed to come out with a premier product. There is no inserts in this. Series 1, or first series as they called it, was the first 300 cards of the set. Then they followed it with a Series 2 and then a Series 3. So it was a large set and took a while to get them all. So we are going to try to complete this set. I'm actually going to try to complete a lot of these sets, but obviously we can only do that a little at a time. So in the middle of every one of these, there was one of two cards. There was this one, which was this how to read the back of the hitter cards. They really never talked about the pitchers, and of course on the back of this, they also had a way for you to buy something else, with both regular people buying it, and if you were a special member, a Stadium Club member, which is the second insert that you would find, or the second promo that you would find in these packs. So I'm going to go through these relatively quick. Again, it's a little hard sometimes because of them being photo cards, they do stick a little bit. Oh, they're cool. That's Doc Gooden, or Dwight Gooden as he originally was called. And I don't know if he actually changed his name to Doc or if that was just what they called him. But yep, there he is. You see the Dwight Gooden. They definitely, he was in the Topps 1994 Topps Traded was his rookie card. And I do like that about these, that you could actually find out if you're interested in that player, what would you have to go back and find. So back in the early 90s, where would I Google and where would I look on eBay to find that card? Of course, neither one of those existed yet, but so be it. At least we have that now. Of course, now you can also Google and find out, oh, when is so-and-so's rookie card? And how much is it worth? Zane Smith. So yeah, I think it was him as a Brewer post his long time with the Braves. See, he actually started with the Braves. Oh, he's a Pirate. That didn't even look like a Pirates uniform on the front. Well, maybe it does. Maybe that is a gray, not a blue. There's Tim Jones. Looks like a lot of pitchers in this one. Oh, there's not a pitcher. Dave Justice. Boy, a very young looking Dave Justice. Of course, he started with the Braves before he went to, I think he went to New York for a while. He did go to the A's. He was one of the people that was traded. If you ever watch the movie Moneyball, he was one of the guys that they brought up. Of course, by that point, he had gotten towards the end of his career, so it wasn't quite the slugger he was early on. Slippery cards. Mark Davis, and then last card, Chet Lemon. I'm going to put Mr. David Justice over here. He is one of the numbers that the Braves has retired. All right. And of course, this is one of the membership cards for you to purchase the membership for about $30, but it was the way you got the members only cards. There's Will Clark. Some of them stick a little worse than others. I have to excuse my hands sometimes. Trying to get these cards apart without doing any damage to them is sometimes very difficult. It's Derek May. In that more typical Topps pose. Jim Abbott. Actually, the first autograph I pulled this year was a Jim Abbott on an 86 reprint of in Topps Series 1. And Tom Browning. Greg Briley. Trying to go through this a little faster. There's Lee Smith. It's another high ball hurler, reliever type. Again, would throw over 100 miles an hour. Plus, he had the nastiest fork ball. That's a first baseman if I've not seen one before. Right. And last card, we have Sean Abner. Trying to keep these. One of the good and bad of these cards is because they are done on this high quality Kodak paper, this whole Kodak film thing. Bad part is they stick, but they're so nice and shiny. So looking at them, they are nice, but sometimes it just catch the light just wrong. So if I do get some shine on these cards, I do apologize. Trying to make sure to stay centered and not shine, but sometimes that's a little bit difficult. Especially as I'm trying to turn the cards to get them to unstick. What we got here? Darren Dalton. There's Junior Ortiz. We've seen him a few times. There's Bip Roberts. Can never forget the name Bip. Sean Dustin. Dwight Smith. Yeah, definitely a blast of the past. Guys I used to watch, like Danny Tartabull. And some I don't remember. Pictures, unless they're, the big names, they just don't stick in my head. Because that's the problem with pictures. There's so many of them. And then you got the starters and the relievers and the closers. It's one thing for the infield, outfield, because you just didn't have very many. The pitchers, you had as many pitchers as you had other players, it seems. Last pack. Now, by the time Topps had gotten here, they had actually stopped doing gum in cards. So, which is good, because I could only imagine, just to show you, it's another membership promotion. Yeah, they had stopped doing gum because I could only imagine how bad it would be if there was gum in these. Probably wouldn't even be worth it anymore. Not that they're worth much now. I mean, this is in the heart of the junk wax time. And I am getting some newer Stadium Club. Newer as in late 90s. And you can definitely tell the price differences between early 90s and late 90s Stadium Club. It's like more than double. But then again, also in like 97, I have some 97 coming in. 97 has actually had autographs. Sorry about that. One of my wrappers, the fan blew it behind my desk. I'll pick that up later. Jimmy Key. Seen him before. They always keep the ball in the frame, so at least this one's pretty close. Some of the ones it was crazy how far off, at least for the newer stuff. And of course we've seen Steve Balboni before. Big arms, little bat. Here's Bip again. So we should be seeing similar, because it's all standard collation. Sean Dustin. And then finally Dwight Smith. Yep, we've seen them all. All right, well, this was a fun pack. I mean, obviously you can't complain when you pull, somebody like David Justice, somebody whose number I see on the stadium wall every time I go to a Braves game. But yes, well, it's still a fun rip, and we are moving towards completing the set. Probably getting close to halfway, maybe a little bit more. And I got some work to do to put all the cards together, because usually I'll do a few rips and create a nice stack before I start putting them back together again. So I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, make sure to subscribe and hit that notify bell to know whenever I do put another video up. Or you can just come back every day, because I typically got to put a video up at least one a day, sometimes a couple. I appreciate your time. If you liked the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. But I appreciate you spending a little time with me looking at some of this old wax. And until I see you next time, bye now.